Well, fans are flocking to Charlottesville as the Dave Matthews Band prepares to return to the stage at the John Paul Jones Arena Saturday.
The concert celebrates 25 years since the band's first paid gig in the city. Tonight, NBC 29's Matt Tallhelm is taking a look back at DMB's early days.
Yeah, Tracks, that might ring a bell to some people. Eastern Standard, Vipers, Lake Party, those are just a few of those concert spots around Charlottesville that live music fans would have known, especially from the early 90s. Now, those are just a few of the places where a downtown mall bartender and his bandmates got their start on the way to sold-out arena shows.
Robert Jospe found a rhythm in Charlottesville when he moved here from New York City in 1981.
We brought a little bit of that New York fusion, cutting-edge kind of jazz fusion energy to Charlottesville.
He joined guitarist Tim Reynolds to form the band TR3. By the mid-'80s, they had a recording.
This is a song Tim wrote called Tribulation.
And we're getting gigs around Charlottesville.
We were playing clubs and Miller's and places around, and Dave was tending bar.
That bartender at Miller's was Dave Matthews.
Dave would sit in with us at different clubs, at the C&O, at Tracks, and he would sing covers, some covers like Exodus, Bob Marley.
Jospe remembers a musical bond quickly building between Matthews and Reynolds.
Dave and Tim became very good friends, very close friends, and inspired each other. I think Tim was one of Dave's strongest inspirations to write his own material and to do his own thing.
That's when Blue O'Connell met Matthews.
His music was so bright and so positive and so uplifting.
At a weekly open mic night on the downtown mall.
Yeah, this used to be Eastern Standard here. And this would be 1989, 1990, and we would come down and play our song. He approached me and said, he told me I had a gorgeous voice. That was awfully nice. At the time, still, I wasn't aware of who he was.
The two singer-songwriters performed at the same live arts show.
I remember someone taking me to the room to see Dave and said, this guy, I think he's got something special. He's going somewhere. He really is. And he played I'll Back You Up. He played that.
Before that guy, O'Connell describes as quiet and sweet.
Hello. We're the Dave Matthews Band.
Was performing with his own band for growing crowds of fans at festivals and college clubs like the former Tracks near the University of Virginia.
They had lines at Tracks, and he was getting to be really known.
All of a sudden, Dave took off. I mean, they started doing the Tracks gig on Tuesday night. It got huge. You couldn't get in unless you got there really early.
In those early days, the Dave Matthews Band traveled between gigs in this modest red van. It's now parked full of memorabilia outside the John Paul Jones Arena ahead of Saturday's concert. That show will celebrate the 25th anniversary of the band's first official performance on the rooftop of the Pink Warehouse on South Street.
They had some kind of phenomenal synergy and connection with the material and the audiences and the way they all performed together, which just caught on big time.
O'Connell credits the band with inspiring a new generation of artists through the early 90s.
Dave Matthews Band definitely paved the way to get more people to believe in their own music and to write their own music.
Jospe believes the musical heartbeat of Charlottesville is only getting stronger thanks to DMB's 25-year success story.
Dave and the DMB took it to a whole nother level. I mean, they really put Charlottesville on the world map with what they accomplished.
Dave Matthews actually sold O'Connell the guitar he played before the band became big. She performed with it for a few years before donating it to auction to benefit the Music Resource Center in Charlottesville, which of course the Dave Matthews Band's Bama Works Foundation supports that organization, that nonprofit, a lot here in the city.
And they've done so much great work around the area. I know a new track at my daughter's elementary school, courtesy of Bama Works. I mean, for years and years, giving back to this community.
They really have, and of course the benefit concerts and all of that going on here. And this concert, there's there's a lot of folks, a lot of those people you heard from there. They think that there's going to be a lot of the names you'll remember from the early days of the Dave Matthews Band. If you were here in Charlottesville at the time, they will be out on the stage with him Saturday. Of course, nothing official, but have to
And
wait and see.
I think I saw just from this concert and surrounding events, has already been $1 million or so raised for charities around the area from this event.
Right, so a lot of people, a lot of fans coming from all over the place. And of course, this is a little bit of a different time for the band because Leroy Moore, who of course passed away in 2008, won't be with them. And there will be some different faces up there and some of these faces from the past as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a big celebration.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Matt.